Brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taking you to 13. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Running right, Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Here's Wilson. Caught here by Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Here's Jones. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go again. Showing it. Bang out. Bam.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant. 61. Matchbox. Light. Hey, Charlie. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gets it to Gordon. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come get some. Hey, exit. He don't want it. Check.
From the gun, it's Brady. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
14. Well enough. 23. Tempo.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check down. Slow down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Let's see what you got. Hey, zero.
Now a first down carry by Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's coming. He's coming, double up.
Underbody.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
I'm here. Good job right there. Switch. Alert.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got you.
Go. Beat them.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. A big run there by Jones. 88 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I got you, boy. Check 3. Check
Got it.
Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Brady down to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, Delta.
From midfield, here's Brady. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You. Check it back.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
Here's Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again to Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Got it. Watch the run. Mike 2, Mike. Get that quarterback. And on that call. Mike 2, watch 2. Let's make these babies.
One left, good.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Let's go double count right here. Double short.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
At the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
14, run it.
Again, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready up.
Go, Mike 34. Mike 34.
80 weapon.
I got you.
Hey, Zoo.
Watch the eye.
Hey,
on first and 10, here's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Ready.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that?
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. Past the 20.
Got you, boy. Got you,
10.
boy.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Brady to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jim.
Hey, seam six now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Jets have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
Gun.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Again, it's Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Chandler Catanzaro on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, Ben, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, Jets.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. What?
Now Bell. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38.
Let's go.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hatch it.
They'll run it with Jones. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it second and goal.
Watch 2. Blue down. Slam.
Four down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
To throw is Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Hey, let's go.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there and they'll line up and go for 2.
Kill, 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 kill. And 58 is a mile. 65.
Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but a big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones, 81 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Brady now on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. They want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's third down.
Here we go. 60 or.
Let's go, team.
80 weapons.
It's going to be a long day. Pick the edge.
Come on.
Again, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete as well. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
To throw, it's Brady. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire